Bit of a progress update. I've lost my helper. It kind of happens. Oh, there he is. Anyway, as you can see, I've got studs up along this wall now. Screws top and bottom. Let me just show you the type of screws that I'm using. Okay, big box of screws. I'll probably only use about half of these, but they were the same price as half the amount. So this here is a 100 mils of 10 grams. So to start this off, you notice it was suggested to me that the square shape number 2 was a good one to use. So to start this one off in the wood, we drill a pilot hole all the way through with quite a long drill bit that I bought, around about 3 mil in diameter, and then we drive these through into the wood poles, the studs, into the studs that were already there as part of the shed. Hey, end of the day, and yeah, one wall with studs, almost. Unfortunately, when I was doing my calculations, I knew that these are meant to be around about 600 mil apart. Trouble is, the sheets of gyprock, the drywall that I'm planning to use are 1200. And what that means is, given the size of the width of this wood, which is 35 mil, is the gyprock will run from this here and finish up right before this edge. So what that means is that I need to just move this half of 35 to the right, which means that the 1200 fits right down the center of this wood, allowing for the two gyprock edges to butt up against each other, and I can get enough room to fasten on either side. So other than that, one wall done. There is also down the side here, I did one cross beam here that's going to run up to the top before we have the tie that goes across. And I just did one of them and just got my neighbour over just to give me a grade on it, to let me know how I did, do an inspection, and he came over and said, that's perfect. So I'll continue to run them across probably tomorrow. But I need to move 1, 2, 3 of these first. This one here at 600 is fine. This one here is just a little bit under 600 anyway. Anyway, not too much more complicated than that.
Wow. Actually, did you saw off that bit just for this?
No.
How many of these are you going to do?
Hello everyone, new helper today.
Yay.
This is number 3 child. And I was going to have him hold up the beam while I screw it in. How hard is it to hold up a beam for around about 2 minutes?
It's easy to hold up, but you just have to keep it the same point on for like 10 minutes.
Right, so talk us through what we've done here then.
Why me?
Why not?
Because I don't know what you did.
Alright, okay, let's talk it through. Okay, so basically we got one of the poles sitting on some wood up there, a little wedge up there at the appropriate angle, and it's now holding our beam, so then we can tack it onto the roof. Okay, just an update of how I'm doing. So you can have a look behind. I've got quite a few of these joists going across. That's what you call them. Going across top of the roof. And just to reiterate, just a few little bits and pieces. As I was saying before, just using a vertical piece like this. I took out a little wedge at the top. It was easy enough just to use that. Marking off the edge down here. I have just a little clamp there. That clamp isn't doing much, just to hold it level with that, while I then measure from that piece of wood, from that one, to get the right gap all the way along, keeping them even with the way that I have the studs set up on either side. So each of the wood beams that goes up needs to be cut at an angle so it joins on nicely, and then carries on through to the joists that line the roof underneath the green sarking. So you can see that this one here needs to be cut. And so what I do is I hold it up with my trusty wedge, going down to the ground. And then I come around to the other side. Get a little bit of overlap, hold it in nice and tight. And then there's my angle. And then all I have to do is take it over to the circular saw and cut.